Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan, and this weekend at the box office has been very beneficial to Hollywood as we have several movies just killing it, making an exorbitant amount of money and really way more than I personally think that they deserve. Top of that list is Jurassic World Dominion leaves a footprint with a $143 million opening, not far from Fallen Kingdom's debut. So, yeah, I have a review up for Dominion, which will be linked above. I didn't think it was that good at all. It was utter and total nonsense. But if you like seeing dinosaurs kill people, mindless action, this may be the movie for you. I just prefer writing over spectacle, and that's just a personal preference of mine. So that's where my review was targeted as. But as it did mention in the headline, this is 3% off from the last film, Fallen Kingdom, which is actually not a good sign. Yeah, 3% isn't that big of a difference. But this is the final movie in the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World series, or at least marketed as. It should be the highest grossing of the three, very similar to how the sequel trilogy, The Rise of Skywalker, was marketed to be the end of a trilogy and the end of the saga of all 9 movies. When you're at the end of a saga like that, you need to have the highest numbers to make it all worth it, similar to how Endgame. Endgame is the perfect example of how you end things well. It ended the Infinity Saga, and it did it with an incredible box office haul. You want your last movie to have the highest haul, or not a whole lot of it was worth it. So if your movies are decreasing in value as you go along, it's not necessarily a viable business or financial situation. Now, yes, 3% isn't that much, but it isn't as successful as, the bankers behind it probably would want it to be. And it's kind of disappointing to see loss, especially with how bad Fallen Kingdom was. But we have several other movies that did really well this weekend. So yeah, Jurassic World Dominion was at the top of the box office with 143 million, which is very impressive. We don't want to undersell that. That was still really good for a movie. It's just not as good as it should have been for a film like this. And Top Gun Maverick gained another 50 million at the box office, getting its box office total to 393 million after just 3 weekends in release. Domestically, it's almost beat what Doctor Strange did in half the time. That's incredibly impressive considering it's also got half the budget of Doctor Strange. So I'm really excited to see that. Doctor Strange I thought was a terrible movie and didn't deserve any sort of the response that it got from both fans and the box office. I thought it was a terrible movie written like dog shit. So I'm really glad to see a movie like Top Gun, which isn't normally expected to be a box office juggernaut, to really take the top slot and really crush it. And see, yeah, it only made 4 million at the box office. I think that's incredible. Then you have Jurassic World Dominion. It's worldwide got to 389 million. Not bad. Its budget is quite a bit lower than I would have expected from a movie of this caliber. 165 million isn't that much. So this movie still needs to make roughly around 325, 350 million to break even. So yeah, it's there. It's pretty close to breaking even. And so it's going to start making money. And I do want Hollywood, at least the better movies, the non-woke movies specifically, to start making more money in the box office. And I think that's a good thing. So, yes, I may not have liked this movie, but it is definitely better by comparison to a lot of the dog shit in Hollywood. And I think it deserves to make more money than Doctor Strange. Personally, at least that's for me. But yeah, that worldwide number broken even, starting to make money, and I think that's awesome. So very, very happy for this movie and the success that it's gaining from this. And Top Gun Maverick has gone all the way to $747 million after just 3 weekends in release. That is insane for a movie of this caliber, and it just keeps on going, making a significant amount of money over the last week since the last time I did one of these videos. And I just can't, I really just can't believe it. It's very, very impressive. It's well on its way to 1 billion, and I personally think it's going to make it. But there's another movie that will not be making it to 1 billion. That'll be Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Right now, it is at 930 million worldwide, and it's not going to get any better than that because right now you can see that they're not pulling in great numbers. It's not going to cross that, and it's only got a week left, maybe less, because it comes out onto Disney Plus on the 22nd. So they may not even release it this weekend. And right now, with the state of Marvel and the state of how much these movies cost, it needs to be $1 billion. Every single Marvel movie needs to be $1 billion for it to be really a success. And it's not going to make it. It won't make it. And so this is technically made money, but still technically going to be written off as a failure for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I'm really okay with it because I thought it was an abysmal movie. But we have a few other movies that are still doing good in the box office. Everything Everywhere All at Once is an incredible movie. You should all check it out. It is actually officially the highest grossing A24 movie, and I think that is awesome. But its total gross is only 63 million domestically. Not great, but with how low the budget is and how much it got internationally, it more than made back its money and it's doing great. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I can't believe it's still in theaters. It's been like 6 months, it feels like, but it's still doing well. Men is losing money hand over the fist. It only made $70,000 this weekend, and I think that's funny. So not a whole lot of other standouts here that bear mentioning, but it's kind of exciting to see that movies are starting to make money at the box office again, despite everything that's going on. People still value the box office. People still value movies because escapism is important now more than ever. And so people want to support woke free movies, movies that are just trying to be good movies and trying to have good characters, good writing more than anything else. That just speaks to why Top Gun Maverick is so fucking successful. So I'm here for it. I'm very excited to see Top Gun Maverick, and I'm at least okay with Jurassic World making all this money. I didn't think it was good, but I'd rather it make money than Doctor Strange. So a lot of interesting numbers that we have this weekend, and I'd be interested to see how the drop off for week 2 will be for Jurassic Park Dominion. Wonder if it's going to drop off as sharply as Doctor Strange did, or if it'll try to hold closer to Top Gun. But anyway, that's all I have for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. No one. If you like what I do here and want to see good, compelling stories that Hollywood will no longer give you, check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues. Books 1, Down in Flames, and Book 2, Apocalypse Then, currently on sale. Book 3, Kill the Dark, coming soon.